Hello, my name is Mark Pochaboski. I work for Ascent and Rand 3D, which are both a Rand Worldwide company. Um, Today I'm going to take a look at the sheet metal design app within the 3D experience, specifically using 2023. And we're going to take a look at the convert surface command. If you are a V5 user or earlier user of the 3D experience, you may be familiar with the term hopper, which technically the hopper still exists and has its applications, but they've added functionality to it. Instead of just elaborating on the hopper, they kind of split off the hopper command and the convert surface command into two separate functions. So we're going to take a look at how convert surface works, the new functions that are there, and similar to how it used to work within the hopper command. So um, I have three models. All three of them consist of surfaces. So this is what we call a non-ruled surface, which means that the if you were to try to flatten this out, you'd have to deform the surface. There's curving at around two different axes at once to be able to create this. It's not like if you had a flat sheet of paper and you curve it around one axis, you'd simply be able to create it into a coil. However, with this, we would have to deform that sheet of paper to be able to make it fit into this shape, which when you're working with sheet metal, that deformation requires a little bit more computation to be able to figure out, which this will allow us to simulate. We're also going to take a look at when we already have a piece of sheet metal and we want to take a surface model to be able to convert that surface into sheet metal geometry. And we're going to take a look at this fixed edge, where again we have a surface. One edge is planar, and the curvature is non-ruled, again bending around multiple axes at any given point. So let's go with the first option here, which is our non-ruled surface. I'm going to click on Convert Surface. There are three different types, which are the three different images that I showed you. I'm going to start with free, meaning there's no restricted edges. I'll select on the model. We can select a tear wire, which is an area where it would split, especially if it goes all the way around and is connected in kind of a circle. Think of what traditionally would be a hopper. But like if we had a body of a trash can or something like that, and we wanted to split it open so that it could lay flat, I'm going to leave that blank and simply hit preview. And it is going to come up with the material that would be required to be able to make that work. Now, I'll simply hit OK. I see kind of the overlapping of the colors there. I'm going to hide the non-solid surface, and I see the sheet metal geometry. I can hit fold and unfold, shows me the flat version, and fold it back up into the 3D folded position. If I double click on that to modify it, one thing I can do is before hitting the OK button, I can hit preview. Now it does do a little update process. So you see a little update window across your screen. Mine was off the recorded screen here, but it came up for a second. And now if I hit the preview button, or actually after hitting preview button, if I hit the distortion preview, it shows me the amount of distortion and where the greatest amount of change is going to happen for that material to deform into that shape. So the highest point was in this area here. It shows us the amount of distortion that's required for that to happen. So we have a maximum minimum length of distortion. Just helps us understand where things are changing. If I go to convert surface here, specifically looking at the connected surfaces, I have a piece of sheet metal that can fold and unfold. And I have surface geometry that is connected on this edge. It was butted up against it coincident, but has its own unique shape to it. And we can come up with quite a few different unique shapes. There are some limitations with this being continuous or not, but if I come in here and click on Convert Surface, first it gives me a warning saying that I wasn't active in my part body, so yes, I want to be active in my part body, and yes, I want to be in the folded position. And with it set to connected, I'll select on that surface geometry. I can flip the material direction so that it lines up with the thickness of my already existing material, and I'll hit OK. It generates that surface into surface geometry. It's connected at that edge. And now I can hit fold and unfold, and we see it lay flat and fold back up. I simply hide the surface that I no longer need, wherever that happens to be hiding. There it is. And now I can fold and unfold that into its folded or unfolded position. For this last model, we're going to take a look at Convert Surface Fixed Edge. I've got a model here that is surface geometry, basically a multi-section surface that was created between two arcs. However, you do need to be careful with this. These arcs are aligned with a single plane, so this line is coplanar with the plane between the endpoints there, of course, as well as the arcs are tangent to the same plane at that location. So basically, if we unhid our default planes here, of course it's the XY, those two arcs are both tangent to the same plane. This is important for that to work. Now, what I'm going to be able to do is click on Convert Surface. Yes, I want it to be part of the part body. I want to use Fixed Edges. The surface I want to convert is this one. The fixed edge is going to be this bottom edge. Again, it stays along that plane, and both arcs are tangent to that plane. I'll hit OK. It creates the solid, and now I can hit fold and unfold, and it lays it flat. So with that, we have our three different options: free, connected, and fixed edges for using the Convert Surface tool. I hope that helps. Have a good day.